Blessed be the name of the Lord. This is Pastor Michael from God is Enough Ministry. I would like to say happy Sunday to you and happy new month. And may you celebrate many Sundays to come. This morning, I would like to share the book of Psalm, chapter 1, verse 1 to 3 with you. And do please remember to connect me on YouTube to Pastor Mike TV. The topic for today is concept of God's prosperity. Concept of God's prosperity. The simple methodology revealed from the beginning that knowledge was gained by association before it was understood by explanation. This was best understood when Jesus was asked, "How do we know the way?" Well, Jesus replied and told Thomas, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." This you can read in the book of John, chapter 14, verse 5 to 6. That signifies that the question was already answered if the disciples were to spiritually understood the spiritual reality incarnated among them. Unless your understanding of the Word of God is enlarged and your faith established, your mindset will be narrowed to drive your concept of prosperity as that which is not covenantal. Therefore, you are bound to go from one church to the other. You are bound to go from one pastor to the other, from one preacher to the other, from one prophet to the other, forgetting the assurance that the righteous will be what? Will be rewarded. And that in the end, God knows the way of the righteous. And all who what? Who respond in fidelity to God of covenant. And not all is servant whom you blame for your predicament. Psalm 1 is a wisdom psalm common to the book of Proverbs. It encourages us to live godly lives in the realization of his covenant. Verse 1 stated the opening phrase, "Blessed," evokes joy and happiness. The word happy is a rendition of blessed. Happiness here is as a result of two activities. One, dissociation from the wicked, meaning the righteous do not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers. The word mockers there simply means those who stir up strife by their insults. 2, association with and devotion to God, meaning the righteous should reflect on God in their ways, which includes walking, standing, sitting, and the revision of God's word. In verse 2 of Psalm 1, it stated that the believer's delight is not only in knowing, studying, or memorizing the word of God, but in performing, underline that, in performing God's desire through observation of his law. For what? For realization of his promise. Finally, in verse 3, remember, we are studying Psalm 1, verse 1 to 3. Verse 3 noted that the imagery of leaves and fruit assures God's blessing upon the righteous. This you can also read in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47, verse 12. This Psalm 1 encourages us to follow the path of wisdom for the prosperity of the righteous in God. It is unilaterally guaranteed and limited to the godly. It is a gift of God to those who hold forth the blessedness of godliness. Therefore, stop seeking where the covenantal promise is not assured. Stop seeking where the covenantal promise is not assured. Well, brethren, I will stop right here for now until next time we shall meet again. So do please remember that God is absolutely enough for you at all times, and do please stay blessed.